So, Reverend Father Rector, Father Principal, Father Vice Principals, Father Dr. Sudhir Pujur, Father Dr. Father Nabor, respected faculty, and my dear students, good morning to all of you. And I bring you all wonderful greetings from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta or Kolkata. I have come here to visit my grandchildren. As Father Samir rightly pointed out, St. Xavier's College, Calcutta being the mother institutions. St. Xavier's College, Calcutta is the mother institution of so many St. Xavier's schools and colleges, also so many other like St. Mary's School, Jesuit institutions in Jharkhand, in Bihar, in West Bengal, in Orissa, in even Assam, because everything started from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta. So if, as Father Samir rightly said, if St. Xavier's College, Calcutta gave birth to St. Xavier's College, Ranchi, so Ranchi is the daughter of St. Xavier's College, Calcutta. And if St. Xavier's College, Ranchi gave birth to St. Xavier's College, Simdega, therefore you become the daughter of St. Xavier's College, Ranchi, but a granddaughter of St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. So that is how history flows beautifully. I just completed as a rector. Though Father still introduced me, I tell them, please introduce as a former rector. But just last week, 1 week, I am still fresh. So one father came and told me, one elderly father, do you know, you are still our rector. I said, Father, I just finished. I handed over my responsibility to the new rector. He said, no. The Jesuit rectors, this spirit, charism, the aura continues for 2 weeks, he said. So that means for 2 weeks I still continue to be the rector. They're joking. So my dear students, our college life, school life begins at 6 o'clock in the morning. St. Xavier's College, Park Street, we open at 6 o'clock. The morning commerce begins at 6 o'clock. That's the morning commerce from 6 to 9:55. Only after 9:55 the day section starts. So the day section students cannot enter the campus before 9:55. As soon as 9:55 bell goes, the whole day section from 3-4 gates, they come in. And at 10 o'clock, they should be seated in the classroom. They run up the steps. At that time, I never go on the corridor or on the steps because they would knock me down. Because they run up the steps, others go on. How amazing, huh? So the day section goes on till 4 o'clock. Then we begin the evening section. Evening section from 4 to 8:45. Evening commerce, evening BMS, evening MCOM, evening. And the school begins at 8 o'clock. The school goes up to 1:30. Then the afternoon, evening school begins at 2 o'clock. That goes till 7 o'clock. That's both Hindi medium and Bangla, English all mixed. So from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock, that is how many hours? 15 hours, 6 to 6, right? 12, again, another 3 hours. 15 hours, we have in the campus 15,000 students. We receive 15,000 students. School students, college students, all. So that is St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, the mother institution. So that's where I come from, and I am very delighted to come to Simdega, meet our fathers, all of you students, staff, because education, promoting education, providing quality education, providing modern education to our youth, Indian youth, not only in the city, not only in big, cities and towns where there are so many other colleges, but in a place like Simdega, so interior, far away, to have St. Xavier's College, I feel so proud. I feel so grateful to our fathers here for having chosen, opted, decided to start St. Xavier's and making all their efforts to bring up this college with the forming good staff, supplying you with the qualified staff, and providing opportunities for all of you to get this modern education, up-to-date education, the education that will make us proud Indians, the education that will widen our horizon, that will give us a broader perspective to look at life, that will bring out the best in you. Education will bring out the best latent, hidden talents, potential, qualities will come to flower. It is like planting a tree in your garden, planting a nice tree, or even plants, flower plants, providing the required manure, creating the ambience, removing whatever is not needed to be around that plant, rose plant or jasmine plant or various, and then providing water to the right measure at the right time, clearing, enables this little plant to grow and start blooming. And that is what, and then the plant gives out its best buds, best flowers comes out. If you don't do that, the plant will remain there, it will get choked, it will get less water, it will get less sunlight, it will get less wind, it will wave in the wind, it may break, but the ambience that is being created with the new campus, I've not yet seen, fathers will take me, that is. So therefore, that education is what is going to bring out the remaining 75% of yourself. You are what? 20 years, 19, 20, 19, 18, you are just 25% of what you are meant to be. You are just 25%. The remaining 75% should emerge, should come out of you, right, to make you during your college, university studies. That depends 50% on you, 25% on the professors, faculty, 25%, 50% on you, self-work, self-study. In our college, it is not 50%. I would say here 50%. In St. Xavier's College, students have to work 75%. Our staff will just give them assignment, give them time. Each one will have to prepare a presentation, everything. After 2 days, students have to present on the given topic. Teachers have less work now. I tell the teachers, you should be happy now. You should be happy, you have less work, we can make students work more. Why? Because all the facilities are provided, whether it's a computer, internet, AI, chat, GPT or library. We now, at the level of university, college education, we don't spoon feed students. We don't spoon feed, we just show them the way. This is the way, this is how you make use of the library. This is how you make use of the computer facilities. This is how you browse through, negotiate, search, give proper prompts, get the best out of the AI for your study purpose, your assignment, your presentation, your teamwork, your group assignment. So students work more because they are given the facilities, opportunities, shown the way. That is at the college level. How nice. So my dear students, therefore I said it's a college education today is taking our country. If you see the broader picture, our Indian students, even those who go abroad, good number of them go abroad from our own college, go abroad to US, England, Canada, Australia. So St. Xavier's College, another thing, I must tell for the principal, and we are proud of our alumni. St. Xavier's alumni, they are spread across the globe. Across the globe. So 2 years ago, we were in London. There, Lakshmi Mittal, Lakshmi Mittal, a student of St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, he invited us to his mansion, palace, and he said, fathers, what I am today, it is because of what I got from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. The education I got. I got the education in the 50s that made me. I'll tell you, you know what he told us? The tough time he had to get into the college for admission. He said he stood 1 month outside the gate. The Lakshmi Mittal, the steel, the steel king, the tycoon steel king, he said, 1 month I stood outside the gate to get admission into the college. Because his name didn't appear on the first list. He didn't appear on the second list either. 1 month he stood. Normally boys, girls, those days no girls. Because morning commerce we don't admit girls. 6 o'clock, So, but many girls are asking me, Father, when are you admitting it, making it co-educational? The morning also. Evening they all come. Evening commerce, 70-80% girl students, then boys the rest. Morning 100% boys. Because 6 o'clock to come to the college in winter, December. Alright. They come straight from the bed. So some of them don't even wash their face. It's okay, boys can do, but girls can't do that. Okay? So some of them don't even said first they say go to the washroom, wash your face, then enter the classroom. They come like that rushing, because if they come 5 minutes late, no entry. No entry. 5 minutes late, no entry. Then they have to go to the library. Go sit in the library for the whole first period. Then join the second period. Discipline. I was happy to see it's written on the school. Discipline. Your dreams are made real with discipline, determination, devotion. Yes. So, my dear students, so this education abroad, I am talking about alumni. Slowly, of course, we should start the alumni here. I suppose you will have alumni members will come and inspire the present generation. So the alumni are spread all over. They help each other. So we hold chapters abroad. So many chapters in Australia, London, America, Europe, all over within the country. So the network, all to support, promote education among us youth. So they asked me, Father Rector, what do you think about our students, a lot of our students going abroad for studies? I said, please let them go. When they are capable, able, why not? our students are able to compete with the students in the States, US, UK, Germany, Canada, Australia. They are able to compete and they do well, even better sometimes. Let them go. I said, let them go. My reason why I told them, let them go outside so that we can admit more students from the district, from the countryside. We can give more chance to them. All right. So that is how we are promoting higher education. So I am not boasting about myself, but during my term as provincial, as Father Samir said, we started the St. Xavier's College rural campus. We started St. Xavier's College Burdwan, 100 miles away, new college. Started St. Xavier's University. So I invite you all, when you finish your graduation for your PG, you are most welcome to join St. Xavier's College for PG or even university for your PG. Sure, since you are our grandchildren, you would be specially considered, right? So it is enough for the rector, principal give a little note, you will have a special, admission special. There's no doubt about that. You know how many students from Jharkhand and Orissa are studying in our college, in our hostel? So many of them. So the other day I was at a cultural function. The boy is from Punjab, the MC. The girl is from Jharkhand. Both pair up so nice MC. Amazing. So the key word for you and for our faculty and for our fathers is provide ample opportunities. Create the right ambience. Provide ample opportunities for every student. That's it. You provide ample opportunities, equal opportunities for every student. Every student is given. Every student has got that inherent, okay, the latent push to learn more, push to acquire more, push to do better, right? All of us. So therefore, my dear students, if I may ask you, what has not changed in this part of the country, Simdega, in the last 200 years? There is something that has not changed here. And there is something that has been changing gradually, sometimes at a rapid pace, sometimes slow pace. On a lighter note, you see that the birds are making nest in the same way as they did 200 years ago. The birds are chirping, flying in the same way as they were doing 100 years ago. And they will do the same way next 50 years, 100 years. There is no change in the world of birds. There is no change in the world of flora, fauna, trees and plants. In the animal kingdom, there is no, the cow gives milk in the same way, the cow eats the grass in the same way. But look at the human beings. We were in the past living in a small earthen mud house. Then the mud house became brick house. Earlier the earthen tiles changed, so kept on changing. How? Human life, no. But I would draw your attention to 2-3 great things that are happening that is the means of transport. 100 years ago, our people in this area, most of them never traveled beyond 10-15 kilometers. They only walked. The means of transport, traveling is walking. Walking they're ready to walk for miles, they come back walking. Then you can recall, imagine, you see the little roads and then little bullock cart. Then there is that push cart, the cart pulled by few persons. Then the palanquin, the big babus, rajas, others were carried by the palanquin. You see how the transport. Then the little bit pony, horse came, cycle came. When did cycle come? We don't have that senior people who are, in the 80s, 90s, ask them when for the first time they saw the cycles coming in. Father Rector Pius was telling me about, in the past how. You see the progress. I was telling them, in my place, my grandfather used to say, others later, when the train was coming, the news was, they said, first time train is going to pass from my place, Coimbatore, to such and such a thing. They said, but from my village, the railway line was almost 10-15 kilometers away. So our village, it seems all of them went to see the train. Let's see how the train will look. Village people, first time train. Only they heard a train, huge thing. It will run like, So the whole village went and saw them trained. As it was coming, they all ran far away. They thought it's coming to, because the way it is coming, you think it's coming to. You see the development. So now we have achieved amazing, advancement in the means of travel, transport, we know. I don't have to explain. Then the electricity came and illuminated the thing. Electricity brought no new. Now I come to communication, means of communication. In our hand, means of communication, the mobile. The little mobile is your laptop, your book, your writing pad, everything's little mobile set, no? And how we can be connected globally. How we can connect to get whatever is available for education, knowledge in your particular area, whether it's arts, commerce, science, whatever field. So that is. Now in this regard, I want to give you two important points. If you are not updating is the key word in today's, any education, acquisition of knowledge, acquisition of skills, learning new programs, new updating. If you don't update yourself, means what? To bring yourself to up to date with what is happening in the current world, up to date with what is happening in commerce, up to date with what is in accountancy, up to date. Then you become outdated. I am outdated. You know in what? I am outdated with regard to this cricket match. So the students every time ask me about the cricket, I am outdated. Because cricket is not my interest. Then I feel, whenever cricket match is going on, I feel tension. Because the students will ask, Father, did you watch the match? Did you see how he scored? Did you see how was the... To answer the students, I try to find out the score. To escape the situation. What to do? So you need to be up in the line, updating yourself in your field. You don't have to update yourself on things which are least relevant to us. Updating ourselves. In any area, you see yourself, ask yourself, what have I done today to update myself in my subject, update myself on this topic? What is the continuous updating process going on within me? When our professors, faculty come to the classroom, what are they coming with? They are coming with up-to-date knowledge, up-to-date lessons to guide you, inform you, to to stimulate your thinking. So up-to-dating is very important, otherwise we get outdated. And along with the updating comes upgrading. Along with the updating comes upgrading. You upgrade yourself automatically, you update and then upgrading by presenting yourself, by showcasing your knowledge, what you have acquired in your exam sheet, in your performance, in your assignment, in your presentation. When you present, you get upgraded. Yeah, last semester I got only 40 marks. Then I said myself, I need to work hard. I need to upgrade myself in the next semester to 50. So this updating, upgrading is today's, part and parcel of learning for our students, staff. Today we don't say, you see, you are all students, the faculty members are here, the fathers are here, all okay, qualified. But there is today one identity which binds all of us together. That is, today we are all learners. We are all learners. Even the faculty members, professors are learners. Our fathers may have PhD, they have a wider experience of exposure all over. Father Sudeep studied there in US and in Rome, all over, everywhere. But till today, Father is a student, is a learner. We have so much to learn. The digital world has made everyone a learner. If you think yourself you are not a learner, if you think yourself you are sufficiently learned, then you start becoming outdated. Everyone is a learner and there is so much to learn. You may be an expert in commerce, but what do you know about history? What do you know about it? So, some time ago I was in Mohuadad, St. Xavier's College in Mohuadad. Fathers, we had a meeting there in Hazaribagh. After that, we went to Mohuadad. They arranged a nice international seminar, because now this kind of seminar you needed, no? So for the IQAC coordinator, who is that, sir? IQAC coordinator? One of you here? He is not present. Okay, so it's very important to record, right? All these things. So we went and gave a seminar where I was talking about how properly, maturely, right, productively use AI, use ChatGPT. And there the focus I told them about, it is like using productively, properly, accurately is like you go to a mall, a shopping center, you have to buy a present for your best friend. When you go to a mall, huge mall of 7 floors, you get lost. And now your focus is on, I must buy the best gift for my best friend. My best friend likes this kind of dress, this kind of color, this kind of style. It's clear to you. It is clear to you first. It has to be clear to you. But that's not enough. You go to the shop. It depends how well you explain to the shopkeeper, how well you explain to the sale girl there. She will ask you, sir or ma'am, what do you like to have? No, what is your requirement? You need to explain as best way possible as you can. If you explain, she will catch your mind and she will go and pick up and bring to you. To the extent you explain better, to that extent you will get your gift better. If you don't explain better, she will bring 5, 6, 7 models and chat GPT, use of AI, exactly. You heard about the prompt engineering? The prompt engineering. How you help AI, how you advise the chat GPT to help you, to guide you, to give you the document, the text, the required thing. It depends how you explain, how you give the prompt. That's exactly. Otherwise, we would be wasting our time in the AI. Suppose you wanted to know. So let's say, for example, I wanted to know, right, the wonderful cultural, right, fabric of Northeast, cultural dances of Northeast India, all right. So you have to be specific. Northeastern, okay, Indian, Northeast India's cultural fabric, okay, or give me the variety of cultural dances in Northeast India or Central India. You guide the AI specifically by providing accurate, crisp prompt, master prompt. Otherwise, you will be spending 2 hours to get what you can get it in 10 minutes. For that, of course, the base is a sound, good English understanding, knowledge, very important, because, okay, even Hindi, when you want to supply in Hindi, you have to write properly in Hindi. We do it in Bengali, Hindi, English. So it is that. So therefore, my dear students and staff, yes, keep this updating, upgrading. Whatever you are doing, study now, field, yes, ask yourself every day, what am I doing to update myself on my required subjects, matters and assignments, and how I am semester after semester I am able to upgrade myself. Then you are on the right path. Academically, you will bring out your best. Academically, you will come up to a great standard to excel, to compete with anyone. That's why I said no. The digital world, digital, platform, digital, it has broken the barrier, broken the wall between urban, rural, finished. That barrier is broken. You can access as much as I can access from Kolkata. Facilities are provided, guidance are given by the faculty, students are able to. Then you might even do better than students in Kolkata St. Xavier's. You will do better than students in Kolkata St. Xavier's. Because such an ambience is created, opportunities are provided, our faculty give you the right needed guidance. So I request the fathers, father principal, vice principal, faculty members to give you that kind of ambience, opportunities, facilities to educate yourself, to keep yourself up to date and upgrade in whatever study, assignments you do. So with these few words, or just input, motivational, both motivational, practical, historical, everything, I wish all of you wonderful time this academic semester ahead and also future ahead. God bless all of you.